battleship foundered.
I don't have to tell you what's ahead of us. They have to be stopped, and we're the only ones who can do it.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Awesome intro with, yes, the fake black Sherman. Yeah, it's not really out there for sale or anything. It's just the camo that makes it look black and just looks really, really awesome. And I had to show off the not only the scheme of it, but also how we played it. And then just still one of my favorite destroyers out there, the Forrest Sherman, available to you in the armory for coal. If you didn't get it for the event before it came out, but it's now available for coal if you need it, whatever. But anyways, having a blast. But before we begin, hey guys, we're moving on our way to 700 subscribers. Like, subscribe, bell button below if you want to support the channel. I appreciate all those who supported us and our growth and the fun that we have, as well as learning something at the same time and just having a blast doing it. So the Sherman, this one was really a great video that I just played after clan battles because clan battle season is over. And by the way, I hope you had a great 4th of July, but clan battle season is over now. And what are we supposed to do with our time? Well, pretty much if you guys like to still play this game, you know, after clan battles, there's a couple modes out there with the convoy. There's also new modes that they've introduced in randoms, which is just playing 12 versus 12. It does domination, and they got rid of epicenter, and you can play the whole new, I guess you could say, it's called sprint or whatever it is, arms race, that allows you to, pick up boosters that boost your guns, boost your health, and so forth. A little bit non-realistic, but just a little more fun. But right now what we're playing, again, is just the basic random battles, and we're playing domination. And this just shows off the capabilities of the Sherman. I think I get this down to like 0.8 per second reload, I believe, or I mean, it's just fast guns. The reason why I like this boat so much is just what you're seeing right now. It is literally a heavy machine gunner. It is supposed to just terrify a whole flank. You notice that, like, watch this. I have battleships on here with the Z-46, but you're going to notice that if I stand my ground, I literally can hold off an entire flank by myself because nobody wants to go up against the Sherman, especially at range and especially when it has smoke. The AA on this is not very good. As you can see, I'm trying to hold off midway attacks later on, but, I got shot down, 6 planes? And just look at the sheer capability of what it can do right here. It's just holding off a Schlieffen. So I really like seeing battleships push in. And this could be another discussion for later, but just watch what we're doing. We're just really kiting away. And if you don't know what kiting away means, it's basically seeing what I'm doing here is I'm angling away, going slow speed, so it not only throws off battleship shots or cruiser shots because they think I'm going full speed. People can kind of lead thinking I'm going fast, but really I'm not. I'm just going at kind of a half speed, 3/4 speed, then I'll slow down speed. And all I'm doing is maintaining a proper distance away from the Schlieffen. Now, knowing your ships also is a good thing because the Schlieffen has 12.5 kilometer secondary, so I kind of just want to keep my distance. You notice the number below his name, 12.1 kilometers. That gives me a distance of, okay, I know his secondary guns are at max range almost, and if I get to 12.5, I know they don't shoot anymore after 12.5. So what I'm doing is my guns reach out to 15.1, so I have the advantage. Notice that he's not shooting his secondaries at us. Now he is, but once the 12.5 gets there, he won't shoot anymore, and I'm just going to have free reign at just starting fires with him. Schlieffen, it's just a big battleship that, again, we can start fires on. There's one fire right there, just from sheer velocity of amount of shells we put out. And look at that, we're getting shot. Ooh, we're also running into our own Bismarck and probably causing some friendly fire damage right there, but that's okay. Friendly fire doesn't really mean anything anymore today. Now, so again, let's go back to that topic I was telling you right while we have a break here. Again, I'm repositioning here because I'm going to hold the flank. I'm literally going to stand my ground, and I'm going to see if I can hold up Alpha from getting overrun or capped, while the rest of my team at Charlie will overrun them. As you can see, they destroyed all the ships over there, and they're going to push down. So all I have to do as a teammate is really just hold my ground and become a nuisance to this whole flank. So the meta that I was talking to you about earlier is, I think battleships, and I discussed this with my team as well, and I said that I really don't think, and let me know your thoughts later after I talk about this, is I don't think battleships are a viable option as much anymore, unless it's in some kind of controlled environment. I believe that even in clan battles, battleships and even in rank, you get farmed. And I think that it's because I thought with secondaries being redone that you could really, push in again. But I still feel that what the other counter of that is, they're releasing ships that have a high rate of fire, high DPM, which means that you can put down a lot of HE shells, would then, of course, lead to fires. Now, the problem is the damage con and the heals of a battleship they can stop the initial fire, but with the rate of fire that's going on, it just doesn't combat it enough. And then times that by 2 or 3 or 4 ships doing the same thing, you really have no significant counter to push anymore with the battleship. And again, that could be up to your opinion on how it works, but I noticed that lately today, battleships are just kind of running around in circles, confused, not knowing where to go. The DDs are really not doing their job or spotting, and it's left to really the DD to solve the problem. As you can see, the battleships are just running around in circles, not sure where to go. Their secondaries only reach out to so far. And in order to have those secondaries where you got to push in, but pushing in leads to burning of fires. So, again, I don't think the battleship is really the reigning factor. I feel like it's beginning, just like in reality, the demise of the battleship once the airplane was introduced, or when HE high DPM ships were introduced, that the battleship really is just a big punching bag to shoot at. And really doesn't work as well unless it's in a controlled environment. For example, rank battles where you can only have, one battleship, or so many cruisers, or only 7 versus 7. Those kind of arenas, I think the battleship may excel in if used properly. But right now, in a just massive brawl or massive warfare kind of thing, battleships don't really work as much anymore because it relies so heavily on a controlled environment or supportive gameplay. And as you can see, look at our battleships. The battleships are obviously hanging out in the background, which means, look, I'm a lone DD. I only have 18,000 health. And here I am at Alpha trying to hold off the entire flank. And, gosh forbid, there's an aircraft carrier hunting me down. There's a submarine hunting me down. There's cruisers, radar hunting me down. I mean, the DD, that's why I like DD so much, is because I can do everything, and I'm almost expected to do everything, because the battleships aren't going to cap, the cruisers aren't going to cap. They're going to be sitting in the back waiting. Look, people are telling me to get back. I'm like, no, I'm going to sit and do my job because that's what is expected of me, and I'm used to that. Because that's my philosophy, my mentality of going through life is, I'm going to be the leader. I'm going to be the one that goes out and leads by example. It's going to be teaching people by example. I'm going to go out there and show what can be done and defy all odds. That's me. That's my personality. But you can see right here with the Forrest Shermans, the AA is just awful. AA is just a light work show, fireworks show. Look at the counter at the top right there. Yeah, I'm going up by 100 points every second on an aircraft carrier planes, and those planes just keep coming back and coming back, but he can keep taking HP off of me with no health. Seems kind of fair, right? But like I said, it's the demise of the battleship with the aircraft carrier around, and also high DPM ships like the Sherman, and coming out the Delarna, which I'm looking forward to. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But right now, I'm just doing what I can. I'm going to go ahead and cap and just take as much damage as I can. It's funny that a DD has to take damage and absorb damage to just hold off a flank, which I thought that's what the battleship's supposed to do, right? But again, the demise of the battleship. So what we're going to do is cap Alpha here. We got a high rate of reload. We got 45,000 damage only. That's all we did. But we're doing a massive roll here. We're still capping Alpha. Now, our mere presence is scary for the other DD not to attack us because they know our rate of fire will supersede them. So look, we're going to smoke up, become a, kind of a cloaked machine gunner, if you will. And we're going to go ahead and HE spam. And I'm sorry, this is just the way the game is. The world of warfare is not supposed to be fair. It's supposed to be some team has found a technological advantage to have the high ground. And right now we have the high ground. We have smoke with CV spotting, and we started fire. Oh my goodness, here is a nice carrier drop. This may hurt us a lot. Ooh, good drop carrier, and we almost died to that one. Thank goodness we have a little bit of HG to work with. And we're going to go ahead and spam the Marlboro right now, which is, tier 8 versus tier 10. Not very fair at an advantage, but you know what? War's not fair. And so we're going to go ahead and keep firing. Look at that rate of fire. We get this thing down to what point? I think I see a 0.8. 0.8 right there. And boom, RIP, back to 40. That is our splash 1 first kill for the day. And that's all we're probably going to do for the day. But, we're just dodging aircraft carrier drops here. We're getting shot at. We're getting spotted at. We're doing everything right here. And we're trying to cap alpha here as best we can. Getting shot at by the Gold Schlieffen taking a shot at us. And we're going to go ahead and continue fire. See if we can get him out of the game. Our rate of fire will go faster than his main battery reload of his main guns. And we're going to keep shooting and see if we can just spam him down to wither away, and boom, splash 2, RIP, he's back to 40, and now we have our second kill. Ooh, and here we go, broadside Montpellier. So we're gonna go ahead and switch to sap shells. Now this is the beauty about the Sherman, it has sap, and with the reload it's got, look at that, we just have a rainbow of sap shooting down and broadsiding him. Perfect shots right there. Look at that, taking a lot of nice juicy chunks of damage right there. Look at that, 1700, 1300, he is down, going down, and boom, he's out with teammates, and we get taken out as well. But guess what, team? We did our part, leaving only the CV alone. But again, a couple of thoughts before I leave you today. The Sherman black looks really sexy with that camo on it. Really great reload fire. I built it more for a kind of like a cruiser build, if you will. It's 7.2 concealment, and I'm more focused on high rate of reload, high rate of fire. And also focusing on more of gunboating, and it's really been paid off, and we held off an alpha flank right there as they killed the CV. A couple things I've talked about right now is that I think the meta right now doesn't really support battleships anymore. I thought it did with the new, the secondaries. I thought it allows for brawling, and they're releasing a lot of ships for brawling, but I still don't think it's there, especially when they're releasing a lot of super ships with high rates of fire, high DPM, high torpedo damage. Now you got submarines and spotting with the CV as well. I just don't think battleships are playing a viable role anymore other than a punching bag and something to shoot at. And that's it. But that's the way it quickly comes. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hope you enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe button below. Help us get to that 700 subscribers. I really appreciate all, and let me know what your thoughts are, and love to talk about it. Anyways, hope you have a great post July 4th week, and be safe out there. Until then, talk to you soon. Cheers.